Hi, my name is Mark Street. I'm with Remax, and we're doing an Economy Now. And so I'm sitting here with Wade Eno, and he is from ONSITE 3D. He owns the company, and he's the CEO. And so this is, where would we want to go? We'd want to actually come here. So this is where the guys are in the trenches. This is where the people, this is where money is coming into our community. They're going to employees. They're buying stuff from different vendors in the community. So the economy is exactly here. So that's why we're talking with Wade. And so what we're going to do is go with an acronym. So it's Economy Now, so N-O-W. We're going to talk first about numbers. So that's where we've been to where we're at. And then opportunities, where we're going. And then where or what's next? What does he see that's maybe coming down in 2 years or 5 years from now? And so let's delve in. So Wade, if you don't mind, we'll start with that. So tell us, I guess first, tell us about your business, when you started, what kind of growth you've had since you started. If you don't mind, let's start there.
Yeah, so ONSITE 3D, it's been kind of a childhood dream just to do the design build. You draw something, you get to go build it. So this is our 8th year in business. Actually, after April, it'll be our 9th. This will be our 3rd year in Grande Prairie after making the transition of our manufacturing. Our general contracting division came here 3 years ago from Central Alberta, Red Deer. And I guess technology is kind of the key component of our success. It's definitely future forward. Our tagline is pioneering the future. It's something everybody that is a part of the ONSITE 3D team really can attract to and bring to the team as far as where their experience, their passions, and where their goals are as, in their professional and personal careers. So the business is focused primarily in the industrial space, and then on the engineering side of it, we have less of a kind of in-the-box side of things. So we're in quite a few different markets globally on that. Video games, municipal, into infrastructure, but I would say to the core, it's definitely around industrial facilities, creating that virtual replication, which is the digital twin. From there, using CAD software to create real components, which you'll see behind me is the process piping, structural steel. And when we thought of Grande Prairie as our expansion, it has one of the highest densities of industrial facilities in the world.
Nice.
Within 200 kilometers of Grande Prairie, there's over 200 sizable industrial plants, specifically in oil and gas, mining, and forestry. So it's a market that has an abundance of opportunity. So when we came here 3 years ago, it was to take advantage of what Northern Alberta has for that opportunity, both from a professional and a personal lifestyle.
So you talk about those 200 plants that are just kind of in and around, Grande Prairie. So that is actually our economy right now. Maybe if you don't mind, what are some of those companies that you're actually working for? I mean, those are companies that are actually pouring money into our community. Lots of that through even your company and to your employees.
So we're talking Canadian Natural Resources. This is one of the largest oil and gas producers in Canada. Cenovus Energy, Arc Resources, TC Energy, formerly TransCanada. We can go into some of the emerging midstreamers. CSV Midstream has been a big proponent of building a large new facility just local here to town. The list goes on. There's over 200 energy companies that play in this region. There's a lot of attraction from investment up here in the Upper Montney, moving from Grande Prairie and then into northern British Columbia. So the Peace region as a whole is a very economic-driven industry and region to work in and live in.
Wow. Okay. So with that acronym, now, so you have that, what's been to what's now. You've really covered that well as far as what is actually existing out there right now. I guess are there certain jobs that you've been part of specifically where maybe mention some of those. Maybe some of them will even sound familiar. If you don't mind, some of the jobs that you've been in, and then we'll go into opportunities, maybe some of the jobs that you're looking at getting involved in, right now.
Yeah, I would say just in the natural gas market, and because of the density of the facilities in the region, there's the what's the word, the mandatory, the regulatory notion that these plants need general maintenance. They need a turnaround that's either 2 to 3 years. So every season, there's always an abundance of work here. And one of the main reasons of moving here from central Alberta was just the consistency of the work that happens in this region. So it's not necessarily in that feast-famine category that a lot of the kind of smaller towns around Alberta, Western Canada kind of experience or go through. It has that really consistent flow of just always having work to do. So as far as being able to take care of your family, go home every night, see your kids, see your significant other, and still be able to go out on the plant in the day, do that high-performing, high-productive work that's rewarding, and then still have that work-life balance. I think that's the main component that this region offers for anybody that's been in the energy industry.
Okay. So going from that numbers to the opportunity, you've hit on that in some ways. I guess, are you seeing lots of opportunities come up as far as, companies asking for bids and that type of thing? Is that happening right now that you're finding? Things that are going to be happening maybe in the next month, 2 months, 6 months, that type of thing?
Yeah, I would say production levels are generally high in this region as far as drilling rigs, drilling activity. As far as the forestry industry, there's lots of expansion with some new facilities and upgrades coming in. And I know, speaking with other individuals, saying Grande Prairie could be one of the highest growing populations in Canada per capita based on the demand for skilled workforce to come here. So when we're talking about skilled trades, which I'm a big advocate for, engineering, design, that's a professional side of the business that's starting to see a lot of growth that's coming here, coming from, Calgary, getting more boots on the ground, more in the activities of, being right in the action, right here, seeing the products move, the people moving. It's real time. It's the high energy. This is the energy zone.
Yeah. So ONSITE 3D, obviously, a pretty big company. I mean, it's got a footprint here in Grande Prairie, even employee-wise. How many employees are you running now, and what do you see in the future as far as what you're going to need for employees?
We're at about 250 employees right now, and peak season will reach up to about 300.
Wow. Okay, so that's quite a few. Okay, so we've talked about, where we've come from, where we're at right now, and we've talked about some of the opportunity. Obviously, lots of bids coming in, so that's fantastic. Let's go ahead. So this is that W and the now. It's like, what is it going to be, or where are we going? What do you think, say, 2 to 5 years from now? Do you want to paint a picture of what you think Grande Prairie might look like and what the economy might be like here?
Contrary to popular belief, I think Grande Prairie is going to be a tech-centric hub globally, and I'm here to spearhead that.
Okay. So what do you see the employee pool? I mean, as far as you're concerned, I mean, are you hiring right now? And I guess you know that you're going to be hiring. You say you flex from 250 to 300. I guess that's the question: is would you be hiring people right now? What kind of trades and skills are you looking for typically?
Specifically, more in the skilled trades. That's the bulk of where our hiring comes from. So myself, taking that first leap and moving central Alberta, coming up into northern Alberta, it was really to showcase the opportunity. And lots of our team members actually came up, worked on a shift, realized all the opportunity that was available here in Grande Prairie, realized the abundance of just that personal, professional life balance, seeing their wife, seeing their children every night after a hard day's work. It's a lot better than going to a hotel and going to a restaurant. So the ability to have a lot of our team members that were with us in central Alberta come up to Grande Prairie here and join and move their families here, that was a really good indicator of just we'd made the right decision.
So that's Wade Eno, and kind of neat that we were able to talk with him again, somebody who's actually in the trenches. Wade, I know you're very prolific on social media. I've seen lots of your videos, and I guess how can people learn more maybe about your company if they were interested in learning more, I guess?
Yeah, so the common platform, you know, our website is onsite3d.ca. You can go through that. I'm pretty easy to find on LinkedIn. That's where I do a lot of my communications personally on my journey as an entrepreneur. And then also any of the social platforms, if you just search Onsite3D, it's going to come up, all one word, Onsite3D.
Nice. Okay, great. So there you have it. So in the trenches, thanks for watching. That's our first edition of Economy Now. It gives you an idea of what is going on actually in our economy. And you can watch more of these. You can watch it on, you can find me on YouTube or Facebook, Mark Street Sold. And pretty soon it'll be Mark Street, you'll be able to find it on EconomyNOW.ca. So that's coming. Don't take a look at that too soon. So thanks for watching. And that's all. Bye.